Hello there, it's Caroline here from Useful Graphic Design Tutorials. Now, if you're just picking up this video from YouTube, I need to just tell you that it's part of a tutorial, and the tutorial is showing you how to create a personalized design on a particular product. And if you'd like to know how to do that and see the entire tutorial, then you can find a link below this video to the post on our website. If you're joining us because you've already created your personalized design in iPicky or whichever of your favorite programs, then welcome back. We're now going to go through the last part of the tutorial, and that is to place your design on the mug. Although, as you'll see in Zazzle, which we've got here, there's plenty of other products that you can use. So what we want to do first of all is go up to the Create button. You might like to just sign up for Zazzle if you haven't, although you can actually do the creation without signing in, but you can't then access the cart. So sign up. Come over to Create, click on Create, and then come over to Custom Mugs, and you'll see there's lots of things to get distracted upon. So click on the Custom Mugs there, and I'm going to use the classic mug. That's the one that I've used. And as I mentioned at the start of the tutorial, I've sized the design to wrap around the entire mug, and that size was 1732 pixels by 650. But you might want to make that different if you don't want to size it to wrap around the mug entirely. The next page you'll come to is this Get Started, and here we're going to select image because we're going to upload that image to Zazzle. So I'm going to click that. I'm just going to show you what happens here. You've got albums, recent images. You can go from Google Drive or Instagram or your computer. And I already uploaded this particular image, so I'm going to click on that and then OK, and then make it now. So that's now placed that design onto the mug, but I want to make it to fit fully. So go to the Arrange button, click on the drop down menu, and then click Resize Image to Fit. And you'll see that that sizes it completely. Now, if you've started off with an image too small, when you try and do that, if it's going to end up looking pixelated and blurry, Zazzle will actually put a little brown, well, it's a big brown pop-up that comes up and says, look, you know, you can do that, but actually when it's printed off, it's not going to look great. So I would always advocate that you start off with the largest size that you can, or the exact size, because to reduce the size is not going to detract from the quality, but to try and increase the size, certainly when you're printing off something like this, it's going to not look great. So that's now fitting the entire mug. I'm going to add some text here because there's more functions here. So click on Add Text and pop in whatever text that you want for the best dad. That's what I'm going to put, and then click Done. Now that appears here, and this is simply drag and drop, and I'm going to pop it there for the moment. I'm going to change the size of it. Well, no, let's just change the colour first of all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the colour palette here. You've got various predetermined options, but actually the one that I want is to match with the background here. So I'm going to go to the advanced option here, click on there, and I'm going to put in my hex code, which I've got down here in a notepad. There we are. We're going to copy and paste that in there. And you can see that that's the colour that's come up. Done. Now it's actually on the blue, so you won't see it there, but click on Done here. And then I'm going to just drag and drop that onto the black area, so now you can see it. So that's the right colour, and you can see it's matching the background. And I'm going to change the font size to 4. Click that there. But in fact you can resize that by grabbing hold of the handles on the corner. I'm going to change the font itself by clicking on the F here. And lots of fonts come up, and I want Carlson Heavy. There we go. Where is it? Carlson Heavy. Click on that and then press Done. And then you can see that that has now changed. And you can click on here and the crosshairs appear, and you can just drag that slightly to put it in a different position. Okay, so I think I'm quite happy with that. By the way, you can rotate the image as well. You look at different angles. There we go, front and back and then side on. If you want to look at a much larger image, you can click on the crosshairs at the top there, and you can see that comes up. Doesn't it look nice? By the way, you can also put, let's put, that's the one we want. You could put another for the back, for the best dad at the back. So you've got best dad at the front, best dad at the back. I'm only going to put it in that one place, and if you stretch it to be larger, then it's actually going to step outside of this bottom black border, if that makes any sense. Okay, so your design has been saved. You can save it here again if you've made any alterations. You can actually email it to somebody for their approval. I don't know, like somebody who's buying the present with you. And then all you've got to do is add it to cart, and you just click add to cart. And this is the point that if you haven't registered and signed in, you won't be able to do that. You will be prompted to register and sign in at that point. So there we have it. That's all there is to it, folks, but it does make a really nice, personalised, unique present for someone. And as I said before, it wasn't that long ago that you'd have to produce at least, I don't know, 200, 500 of these for the price to be anywhere near $14.95, which is about £9.95. So I hope you found that helpful and useful, particularly in time for Christmas. That's the end of this video, but look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.